Anyị nakwana bikolo bikolo mmụọ.
Welcome to another Odinani series, which is Etobo Sigwe Ezikolomo. Today I want to discuss when you are the only Odinana in your family, when you are the only practitioner, Odinana practitioner in your family. What happens when you find yourself as the only voice of Odinana in your family, in your clan, in your omuna, in your community? What happens when it appears that you are the only one fighting to protect the ways of your ancestors, fighting to restore or to reinstitute? You are the only one pushing to reinstitute the destroyed family PowerPoint, or restore the offer, of your family, or to Imenata Ozuwada. There is a traditional rite that needs to be done, and others do not find it important, and you are telling them that this is important, this is what we need to do as a family, and they are saying that you are crazy, that they don't know what you are talking about. Some might say that they are Christians, that old things have passed away and all that, that you are going back to idolatry, you are going back to things that they have abandoned and all those things. What happens when you find yourself, you are the only one trying to pick interest into the old way? What happens? What are you going to do? First step, once you find yourself that you are the only lone voice, the first thing you need to know is that moving on, you have to be tactical and patient. If you're an impatient person, you have to go back and learn what? Patience. And if you are someone that is less tactical, being tactical comes with the way you talk, with the moves you make, because to avoid bringing unnecessary suspicion upon yourself, because unnecessary suspicion can lead to you being an outcast. You will almost be treated an outcast, but you need to avoid the situation that it will not get to the stage that they call family meeting on your head and say that they don't want to do anything with you. If you are the only low voice, the tendency you'll be persecuted will be high. But try for you not to get to the stage that you'll be treated as an outcast and they call meeting and say everybody avoid this person. You need to know some ordinary ritual rights that you should avoid, that may be necessary, but it should be avoided because of the open locker that might come with it. Because you might not even have the stomach for it. That's why I say the first step, you have to be what? Tactical and what? Patient. In this first step, you also have to avoid being what? Confrontational. There are people's, some of state authorities that in your family that you should avoid. If it's your father, if it's your mother, if it's your uncle, your elder brother who do not understand, try not to be what? Confrontational. You may be right, but it doesn't mean that you should be confrontational. Remember the case of Okonkwo in Things Fall Apart, that the gods of the land decided that they should kill the lad that in his house, Ikemefuna, and he went out with it, set out with the party. And when the people who have been appointed to kill the lad missed on killing Ikemefuna, and the lad rushed towards him, the lad has taken him as a father figure, but to avoid appearing weak, he did what? He withdrew his machete and cut down the boy. When he visited his friend Obierika, what did Obierika tell him? Obierika said that he did not question the decision of the gods. He is not saying that what the gods did, the commands of the god, is wrong. But what he is questioning is, why should Okonkwo be the one to execute it? That the god never mentioned who is going to execute it. So why should you be the one? Yes, there are some things that needs to be done in your family and all that. It doesn't mean you should be confrontational about it. It doesn't mean that the mandate falls on you to go and do it. And for that, you start being confrontational. You start challenging your parents. You start challenging your brothers. You start challenging your uncles. You start challenging the old. Try to avoid it. Try avoid being what? Confrontational. There are some things you observe, but because if you try to do it, it will lead to confrontation. You avoid it. You go and keep quiet. Some things you know how to sort themselves. Water will always find its level. Number 3 in this first step is what? You have to stop seeing your own people, your own family members who do not buy into the Odinana as lost people. We make the mistake of always thinking those who do not share our ideologies are crazy or are wrong. For recently, I've been saying it. You must learn how to accommodate Christians and start calling them Ifulefu, Ndebili, Ondebupu Batreha. And some feel that is it in consonance with some of my teachings before. I believe that there are some fundamental errors in the teachings of Christianity, but I do not condemn Christianity. What I have condemned is Christianity at times as being practiced in Igbo land, or Christianity saying that it is the only way. And I'm saying, no, you are not the only way. We must not all view life from the perspective of Christianity. The same way we should not also think that life must be viewed as Onyibo from the perspective, from the lenses of Onyi Odinana. Is Odinana the best way to view life as Onyibo? I will tell you yes. But should it be the only way? I will now become careful in answering that question. Igbos who do not view life from the perspective of Odinana, are they lost? I will be careful. I will say no. Our people will say, meanwhile, there is a place of choice. That they refuse to see those things that you are seeing, that they refuse to care about those things, doesn't mean that they are lost. It doesn't mean that something is wrong with them. Remember, in life, you're either a conservative or a progressive. Ordinarily, an Onyibo who have chosen to be an Onyi Ordinana is following the conservative view of life. Those who have decided to follow Christianity are being progressive. They believe that Ordinana is a thing of the past. It might work out for them, it might not. You that is following Ordinana, it can also work out for you, it might not. Let's avoid that being too certain, because certainty breeds arrogance, and arrogance makes you weak and makes you think that other people's opinion or way does not matter or is lost. So most times, so many Christians make that mistake. I wouldn't want us in the Ordinana to also fall into that temptation. Now, second step. Number one in second step, find allies. Find allies, both within and outside the family, for psychological and emotional support. If you find yourself that you're alone in Ordinana, find allies. Look for those that will kind of encourage you along the way. Even within your family, at times some people will tell me there is nobody that is practicing Ordinana in your family. And I always say there is always someone. There is no family that there will not be someone that is either practicing Ordinana close in closet or sympathetic to Ordinana. There are Igbos who do not practice Odinana, who do not want to practice Odinana, but they are sympathetic towards Odinana. They understand the importance of Odinana. They understand the necessary things that needs to be done, but they don't want to do it. They are sympathetic towards it. They understand it needs to be done. They don't argue about it, but they have chosen not to do anything about it. Those kind of people are always sympathetic. They are there in every family. So to avoid being as if you are crazy, you are the only one, settle down and find out all those kind of people. Build allies with those kind of people. Align with those kind of people. Even outside your own family, look for those who understand Ordinana, that can be a guide in that's your early days, or that that it appears you are the only one, that you are being persecuted. So you learn to stay on your own. Number two, study and arm yourself with knowledge of the past. A lot of people come into Ordinana, they don't have adequate knowledge. Study, settle down. Before you even try to start declaring yourself only Ordinana, I always say, try to understand what Ordinana is. Many people have little knowledge of what Ordinana is. Many people have little knowledge of their own family history. You need to learn all these things, so that if they ask you questions, you will be more coherent, you will be more logical, you will be more methodical in your what response. Remember, people who are Christians, people who are Muslims, they study Quran and they believe that this is the word of God. And by the virtue of studying it thoroughly, that they have authority, that they know things. That's the same way you settle down and study Ordinana. There are materials out there. Some of us that are doing videos, doing study, learn, understand, learn your own family history. It will help you. As Onyi Ordinana, you must know the basic and most important history of your family and your village. Let me tell you, as Onyi Ordinana, that's the easiest way to get respect, even from those who do not buy into you, because they know you know a lot of things about them. about the past, about the family that they do not know. And with time, they'll come to you to ask you questions. I believe the easiest way to gain respect as only ordinary is knowledge. And that knowledge must be rooted in your own family history. Ordinary is about family. So you don't need to practice ordinary in a way that you'll be alienated from your family. It's almost like defeating the whole purpose of ordinary about protecting the family. How can you now become alienated from the people you are supposed to save? The people that are supposed to start coming to you to ask you questions. Number three, learn how to do basic rituals, especially praying with kola nuts. You must learn as only ordinary to pray with kola nuts to your chi, to your ndishie, and keep the family in so. You must know your family in so. You must know your village in so. You must keep all these in so. And you must learn how to do this basic. Third step. Number one in third step. Once you find yourself, you are the only ordinary. The third step. Please do not be in a hurry to institute anything. If instituting such thing will cause problem, yes, the family of has been abandoned. The family, this one has been destroyed. The family Obi has been brought down. They need to renovate it. They need to rebuild another one. If it's going to cause problem, senior airport, I don't do it. Leave it. No matter how important it is. On a washi family or for your cause problem within the family. I watching na. Yes, na. That do not to how. Kama, JB, JB, Loma Balisio Welu. You can even use only kola nut and pray to the ancestors and tell them that this thing needs to be done. But as they can see, it is not you that is supposed to do it. Or even if you know that you have the money to do it, but the people that they're supposed to give the approval, necessary approval, don't want to, say they don't want it, please, I'm removing myself from any repercussion that will come from not doing this thing or single imorudi to avoid doing it, as in saying that it will not be so. I'm removing myself from any repercussion from it. Do this prayer and go and sit down. If things needs to be done, and that thing that needs to be done is what needs to be agreed upon, and there is no agreement, go and sit down. Go and sit down. And go and sit down. Number two, learn to wait for your time. Our people will say okwu udinka. Okwu udinka means there are some certain things, decisions that you need to come of age to make. If the family will be needs to be renovated and you are not among the old people, the people odolo, to either give the backing or to do it, and those people have refused, leave it for them. The repercussion will come upon their head. Our people again, that one who has patience will always emerge victorious. So you must learn how to wait and bid your time. Don't be in a hurry. Number three, live the most exemplary life in your family. You should have the reputation of being the most honest fellow as only ordinary in your family. Once you have marked and you have come out openly as only ordinary, the onus lies on you. Make sure that you are seen as the most honest person in that family. That's one of the things that will help give you a soft landing at the end of the day. And they will say there is light in what this person is saying, in the kind of life this person is living. So when you see yourself as the only ordinary in your family, please take this first step, this second step, and this third step. Study this video thoroughly. Stop trying to be confrontational. Our people must learn not to be confrontational when there is no need to. You should know when to assert yourself. You assert yourself only when you are in your own corner. Assuming in your own little house, in your own little space, and someone is now intruding and saying you cannot do this, that's when you now assert yourself. That's when you can decide to be confrontational. But when it comes to family affair, to community affair, to clan affair, and the clan say that they don't want to do this particular thing that way, and you know that that way is the right way, leave them. So if you are the only ordinary in your family, study this video and follow this first step, the second step, the third step. Thank you. I'll be in the comment section to reply anybody. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen or my email address or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.